Do you ever get days where you wake up and just right from the get-go you feel really off, tired, tense, not looking forward to the day at all? Well, maybe that's become the norm for you. Maybe you do have days like that and they really stand out. But what can you do about them, or most importantly? So I thought I'd share with you that actually this morning I woke up feeling off. Now, why should we take note of this? Well, to be honest, because it's so unusual, I thought I'd share with you what it physically and emotionally felt like in my body, because it might be useful information for you. So, number one thing I noticed was I was struggling to breathe deeply down into my body. It felt like somebody had grabbed me kind of underneath my chest area, and literally, instead of being able to go right down into my belly area, I could only go and it felt awful, as one would expect in a way when you can't oxygenate your whole body properly and therefore your brain. So that was a big number one sign for me. Then number two, all around my stomach area felt really tight and hard and contracted. It was horrible as well. So when I finally got to eat my breakfast, I could have cared less, and I just kind of ate it because, well, I had to put some food in my body, so I had some fuel, but it wasn't enjoyable at all. And then I could notice that my brain was worrying. It was trying to find things to make me feel anxious, worried, scared about what ifs. It just wouldn't settle down and focus. And even when I forced it to, never a good idea, I did the work, but still I could feel these big feelings of overwhelm. So they felt like panicky, agitated, jumping from my computer screen onto my phone and back again. Yeah, it didn't feel good. Lots of tension in my shoulders, and just a general jumpiness about me. So this might all sound scarily familiar, and you might think, well, that's how I feel every flipping day, Jane. What are you on about? Well, the good news is I can really notice it, because it isn't how we should feel every day. And therefore, for me, it's been a big like, whoa, wake up, something's off. Now, what can happen when we do that, when we do realise, is that we can start trying to logically rationalise, well, why am I like this today? And then that can lead on to us being horrible to ourselves. Well, you're such an idiot. You know that you should have done your yoga this morning, you should have meditated, that you haven't really got anything to worry about. So we try and apply logic, which can often be like putting fuel on the fire, because the feelings in our body, the tension, the physical stuff, it's not logical. We know that. Applying logic can make things worse. So what have I done? Well, I've done two really important things. Well, maybe three. Number one, stopped and noticed and been very clear with myself that I need to sort this out. Number two has been to come outside into what always makes me feel more relaxed and soothed. That's nature. And number three is I have installed in me, using the technique that I use in my coaching. So the technique is QEC, Quantum Energy Coaching, which means I can go right down deep inside myself in a session and install the ability for my whole body system to come out of, which is fight, flight, and back into healthy balance. So that's called balancing your autonomic nervous system. Now, with that little gem inside of me, I can actually show you, because you can see with my body when it goes back into balance. So I can just say the phrase I've installed in my head, and you can see that was my nervous system jumping back into, that feels really lovely. I can feel it all going through my whole belly area. I feel calmer again. So if this sounds interesting to you and you just think, do you know what, I don't want to go through life like that. I thought that was normal, but now I realise it's really not normal, and there is a definite alternative, which means, you know, right now I just feel much calmer. Of course, there's a beautiful swan floating down the river because it's connecting with my energy, and I am back to totally loving every second of my life and just feeling really grateful and calm and physically very comfortable again. So like I said, if that sounds interesting, then get in touch. Let's have a chat and see how we can create this for you too. Enjoy the swan.